I know it's strange, but my brain's gone really insane, and I'm off the chain, sipping on a fifth of the golden grain. I feel like slapping a nigga today. Slap, slap, slapping a nigga today. I feel like slapping a nigga today. Slap, slap, slapping a nigga today. Slapping a nigga today.
This morning, I woke up on the wrong side of bed.
Bed?
I'm sick of people putting lies in my head.
Head!
I don't really want to work. I'm tired. I hate my 9 to 5. And I'm thinking about killing my boss today.
Killing my boss today.
Killing my boss today. I'm thinking about killing my boss today.
It's just a thought, man.
Killing my boss today.
Yeah.
Wahaha. 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 Wahaha.
You sound like you're dying.
Don't laugh at me, I'm wahaha.
You sound like you're dying. I didn't even think about the Wohas in this context. Oh my god. Have you ever seen a grown man cry?
Wahaha.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Blackest Show About Nothing. It's Jade and XD.
Oh my god.
I am your host, XD, aka Damn, whatever happened to spring?
I'm Jade, aka Binya Pollywog.
Okay. Come and let's play together in the bright sunny weather.
Let's all go to
Let's all go to
Gullah Gullah
Gullah
Island. Wahaha, wahaha. Wahaha, wahaha.
Whoa ha ha ha, whoa ha ha, whoa ha ha ha, whoa ha, whoa ha 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 ha, whoa ha, whoa ha ha ha, whoa ha ha ha, whoa ha ha ha, island.
Wahaha, wahaha.
Anyway, hey everybody, welcome back to the Blackest Show About Nothing. It's Jade and XD. I hope you all had a slaptastic week. How are you?
My God.
Week.
I hope everything that you needed and wanted and sounded like a plan came into existence.
Yeah.
I hope your weed man delivers something to your doorstep that got you smacked.
May that be legal or illegal. How was your week?
It was hitting. And not.
Yeah.
Oh,
Same.
man. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a rocking good time.
It was, honey. It was just me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
How was you were being famous this week?
I was being an understudy at the Kennedy Center. I was an understudy for Crystal, just in case her COVID didn't clear up. But all was well. No, I'm just playing. Shout out to our brother Kid Fury and our sister Crystal for their comedy album that's coming out on Issa Rae's label, Radio, under her production.
Yeah.
Hooray Media. So we went to go celebrate that and hosted for them at the Kennedy Center. Flo Milli performed. And also Kid Fury and Mike Troll debuted their screening of their short film that they did together. So it was just
awesome.
that Issa, had put along in the production as well. So it was just really dope to see how she brings Black creatives together and how she continues to try to make spaces, make spaces for Black creatives, who might not otherwise be able to figure out how to get into other spaces. You know what I'm saying? She's like, you know what? I'm going to make our own. So I applaud her for that. So it was a good time. It was a quick turnaround. Because mama had to come right back and go to school. Okay, it was like nothing ever happened. So it's like nothing ever happened.
Okay.
I literally was on the plane, got off, nigga got in the cab, went home, dropped my stuff off, got ready real quick, and went to class. So, and then had my finals today, and move on to pastry next.
Ooh.
Yes. So
fun.
But I'm sad to leave my little chef.
Oh yeah, the French boo.
Yeah, I'm sad to leave. I'm sad to leave chef, but maybe we'll get him back for our final module. So it's good. We're on our second to last mod. We only got one more. So it's things are busy and they're picking up, but this is why we're here, and I'm just trying to stay well in the meantime. What about you? What was your week like?
It was calm and relaxing. It was the last couple of weeks have been like hectic. Chris's birthday was a thing, and then I was dog sitting.
Yes, so that stressed you out, Boots.
Oh yeah, still in recovery. I don't know how your folks do it. But this week, I'll tell you my woes. So I didn't have a kitchen sink for a week.
What?
Oh girl, let me tell you a story.
You was washing pots in the bathtub?
Because so when you're in a relationship or whatever, you give your partner whatever honey-do lists. So it's like, honey-do, can you do this, and third? Sure. So
you was calling the nigga honey-do. Okay, I'm just had to be clear. Okay, got it.
Yeah. So while cleaning the refrigerator, the glass thing, one of the glass drawers, while cleaning it, shattered in my sink, or shattered in the sink. And so I'm
listening.
It was a bunch of like glass down. A glass got into my like garbage disposal and all that good stuff, so it was clogged.
Oh my God.
Right. So put in the work request or whatever, like I was supposed to, whatever, the day it happened. And something told me, I didn't get a response, and the whole time I'm like checking, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? They had no record of my request.
What?
And so, right. And so whatever reason, she was like, well, you have to, the property manager was like, well, you have to email me these things. I was like, well, what's the point of me doing what you told me to do, submit a request on, the property website, and I've done this before, so I don't understand, like, whatever. Anyway, when I spoke to her, my property manager, she was like, it's going to be difficult to get a plumber here because the last time the plumber was here, which happened to be the last time they were here, because I think I told you where I didn't have a bathroom sink for like a few days.
And I don't know what's worse, washing dishes in the bathtub or brushing your teeth in the kitchen, but it's both irritating.
They're both irritating.
Oh,
but
God.
it's like golly. So then, I mean, thankfully, I only really cook in my air fryer, so I didn't have much to
And I know some people
clean.
don't have any running water and they
Yeah.
can't wash any dishes or brush their teeth.
Right.
But shut the fuck up. You know exactly why we're here. And you know,
Right. That's
washing
what
the
I try
dishes is
to.
irritating.
Right. I try to keep that perspective. Like, I was irritated, but it was also like, you know what, girl? Like, I'm alive. I
Yeah.
can still eat. Like, whatever. Wasn't even worried about it. So like, they finally fixed it today. Like right before. Well, it's been a week. It's been over.
Did
it's
you
been a week. It's been
threaten
8 days.
with city?
The basics of the system is it allows the water passing through the sink down into the pipes, and then it enters this trap area here. Now when it enters the trap area, it fills up until it fills up high enough to go back out the back of the drain.
Oh, I didn't even tell you the best part. Because the plumber that was here last time, they were like, well, it's going to be difficult to get the plumber because last time he was here, his car got stolen. So I'm like,
There's only one plumber in
so
Los
he doesn't
Angeles.
have a car. That's what. So my question was: so there's only one plumber in Los Angeles. 2, why do I need to know this information if
Like,
his car got stolen? or
bitch,
not?
TM motherfucking I.
Right. Like, I mean, I don't know if that's supposed to garner sympathy. You know, like, I mean, I do. I feel bad. Like, damn, that's fucked up. But also, he was a little MAGA too, and
Oh,
you know,
I don't care nothing about that.
Right. So I'm like, you know, what this got to do with me? So like, the way my building works is only things get fixed on Tuesdays. So I had to wait until today for him to fix it.
Wow. Oh my God.
8 days.
Speaking of MAGA, I'm so sorry that you dealt with that.
Yeah,
So
it's all right.
when I was in DC, you know, we'd go outside to go smoke. So we go and take our strolls, me and Nikki, down the sidewalk. And at one point, I seen a nigga driving a car with big, like, the Blue Lives Matter symbol as the license plate.
Oh.
And I was like, ugh. Like, especially, you know, it's a black man. So, hold on. Allergies is
Bless you.
wilding. This
Yeah.
this weather change and all this up and down shit, it's so frustrating. So, so he's driving this thing with this giant blue lights. I was like, yeah. So I'm just talking shit to Nikki. And she looks in and she goes, bitch, that's a valet driver. And I was like, oh, he's moving somebody's car. Let me tell you how God knew not to make me a valet car driver. I would drive that bitch right into a wall. I might sacrifice myself just to crash that hoe into a light pole.
Listen,
Just thought I'd share.
just like Denzel said, talk about I'm leaving with something. So like if
My pride and dignity.
I might just take your insurance card just because, you know what I mean?
So I say
Just
all that to say you're
you
a little
might
plumber.
happen to have,
Good.
you know.
How you know he was MAGA?
He kept like the last time he was here, he kept talking about a bunch of things. He was low key anti-vax. It was just a bunch of shit that was going on, and we were just like, okay,
First of all, stop talking to me.
right, like, you know, and plus, you know, the way my apartment is laid out, I can't not be in their presence. Like, I see everything, so it's like I can't. That, and I don't trust nobody. Like, what you doing? You know, what you doing, Carl? What you doing? You know.
And you didn't say nothing. Oh, well, I guess if he's fixing your shit, you don't want him to fuck your shit up.
That, and I don't.
Cause I've been getting real bold as my years go on. I seen 2 old white people in the hallway at the hotel, and we getting off at the same time, and they keep looking back. You know, they going down the hallway one way, I'm going the other, but they keep looking back. And I'm like, you know, I was like, do I Paul Mooney him and chase him or what? And I was like, no, you know, like, you want to go mind your business. But the third time these motherfuckers looked back, I hissed at them like a cat. Stop fucking looking at me. And it was old.
You know what? as I get older, you know, sometimes you just know when to pick your battles. Like, okay, you could be racist, bog, or whatever. You still cleaning. You know, you're still. A, I'm not paying for this, and two, I need my sink fixed. And
Right.
three, like,
No, you know,
fix this.
You know, there are times
care.
when you can speak up, like the construction worker in the street. When I was doing one of my walkbacks, and this nigga had on a MAGA hat. He's not fixing anything for me, so I was like, "You real bold to be in Flatbush." I was like, "You gonna be here all day?"
Yikes.
Nigga
Don't
kept
plan on it.
Now, when he kept looking back as I'm walking down the street, good. That's what I intended to do. But I'm loving, like, I'm just loving each year, just not giving a fuck more and more. It's great.
Yeah. It's pleasant.
It is.
I realize I have a birthday in exactly 1 month from today.
You doozy.
Ugh.
It's all right.
Wow.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
I know.
And don't do
It's
that
even
crazy
more
shit
like-
Mariah does talking about it's my anniversary. Girl,
No, you know, I'm not really big on my birthday. I told you that.
No,
I'm
you're not.
You know, y'all force me to celebrate my birthday. So I just be like, because if it were up to me, I'd be in the house.
first of all, the last time we forced you to celebrate your birthday was about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And that's because I had to ambush your ass on a motherfucking Tuesday. I said, "Oh, okay,
Yeah.
you don't want to celebrate your birthday? We're about to have a whole episode of This Is Your Life." I invited about 17 niggas to my apartment on a Tuesday evening. Unexpected.
The day we had to record anyway.
Yeah. He's like, "Who is that? Wait, what? What is happening right now?" I was like, "Happy birthday!" Key lime pie for everybody.
Yeah.
It was great.
But yeah. What we have to do, pay some bills. So, thank you for listening. Tell a friend that we are everywhere you can get podcasts: Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Acast, iHeart, everybody, right?
Everybody.
Tell a friend. You know, we're not exclusively to Spotify. That means we are everywhere. I have to repeat that all the time. We are everywhere. So tell people. Also, subscribe to our Patreon, $7 holla. We have an announcement about that coming soon.
Yes.
But $7 holla, you get a bunch of stuff, content for the Frizz Naive. You know, that's where the mess lives, down at the Patreon. You can get ad-free audio and video versions of this episode and more on the main from the main stage on Patreon, as well as show recaps and reactions and a bunch of niggatry and folly that you all love and enjoy.
It's where the money resides.
Yeah. Also join our Discord. That's where all the people who belong to the Jada Next to universe reside and commune. And you think if we're shady, join the Discord.
Yes. I love when we
yeah.
do lives because it shows me how less awful I am.
We have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/JadaNextD, where you can find a bunch of stuff, including our family game night series, which premiered our second one premiered last Friday. If you missed it, go watch it right now. It's on our YouTube channel in full. And watch the first one, share those. It's a really good time. It's a wang dang doodle.
Yes.
We're doing stuff to raise money for projects, and you know,
There's a director's cut on the
entertain you all.
Patreon. Yes, no?
Not yet
okay.
of this one, and the reason why is because this required a lot more editing because of the conversations that we had, that we discussed before. But it coming soon. But even still, there's bonus clips of everything, so go check it out on Patreon. Let's see what else.
There's also a bonus episode. Bonus clips of additional behind the scenes footage and bloopers from our variety show on the Patreon.
Oh yeah, a whole thing called the Jada NXT blooper show.
Yeah,
I think it's like variety clip show, blooper show, or something.
there's so much more,
it's a
but
good
it's
time.
just a little bit of what happened behind the scenes, including me killing a squirrel.
Yeah.
In one of the scenes.
Yeah. It's a good time had by all.
Oh my God.
But yeah, that's it's a good, except for the squirrel community. But yeah, check us out. Fuck with us. So, if you're even if you want to advertise with us, email us jadenxd@gmail.com. And talk about us, share us, make us famous. Well, I don't know about famous because we talk too much shit about people. But make us get us on TV. That's what we need to be.
Okay.
We need to be on television, on our own show, the Jaden XD show, where we just be us.
On TV. That is chaos.
Late night and on cable.
Yeah. Yes. I can't imagine not
on
being
Showtime.
on cable.
Yeah. We have to have like a specific hour. 2 a.m. Showtime after the second replay of Jesus Samiro.
Exactly. In the same time slot that BET Uncut used to be.
Yeah.
You know what I thought about? You know who, like, what network probably has to do the most editing? The Food Network. Because chefs have filthy fucking mouths. And I have to imagine, I say, the Food Network is so family friendly. You can always watch it with you. Like, you can put it on at any time, no matter who's around. And I sat there and I thought about it. I said, they must have to edit the fuck out of this shit.
Yeah. HGTV too.
I was literally thinking them next.
Because think about how many, like, you building a house, you accidentally hit your hand with the hammer. You're not going to say fiddlesticks. Okay.
Or as the chef said, he said, my wife used to knock us. She used to say fish feather. And then she goes to college and said, fuck it.
Yeah, you're not gonna like, if your souffle falls, you're not gonna be like son of a biscuit eating bulldog. It's just not gonna work.
No, it's not the same. That's a good hearty fuck.
Listen. Fuck up. Get out. Idiots.
Fuck off you fat useless sack of fucking Yankee danky doodle shite. Fuck off, will you please, yeah? Andy! You're a first class cunt.
I told you not to say.
But a couple of more announcements before we go to commercial break. Delo, the unisex fragrance by Xavier Delo, me, is still available. You can find that all on my social medias and all that good stuff. And I'm still doing podcast consulting. A couple of you all asked. Yes, just email me directly. I haven't made a thing site yet, but we've gotten some emails and we've had some really good discussions on, and I can't wait for some of the podcasts that I have talked to come up. There's one that is a funny pop culture yet faith-based podcast, which is really really interesting. It's good, and it's going to be even better. Yeah, so so a couple more people coming down the pipeline. So if you want your shit better, holla at me.
Yes.
Do you have any announcements, Jade of all Jades?
I do not.
Okay, let's take a break and be back with more Jade and XD. Hit it, Claude.
After the messages, we'll be right back. After these messages, we'll be right back.
Right from the ground, I just let it room. I just let it drive right through. Get them in the neck, get them in the ear, or get them in the elbow. And then you can go into whatever combatives or fight stuff, That initial slap where you're controlling the distance.
And we're black. So there's a lot of people in this world that a lot of nouns in this world that deserve a slap. Sweet chin music. And we're not going to talk about what happened, but we will talk about who and what and who should have gotten slapped or been slapped. in our, personal opinions.
Stop your whining harder.
What you gonna do if I don't stop, huh? I will slap the hell out of you right now, Lee.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'll bitch slap you back to Africa.
Oh, you will? Yeah. Well, come on, let me see that. Come on, I wanna see you do that. God damn it, come on. Lee, do it.
First on my list, Terrence Fontaine. Brought him up on getting grown.
Eternal beef.
Eternal beef, nigga. Okay, the beef lives in purgatory. Okay, it just has not been. It has just not been resolved, and it will always be there. And I spoke about him on Getting Grown. We've talked about him on Jade Next D before, but eternally for the rest of my life until I don't know. I feel like it. That nigga will deserve to be slapped. I promised myself and God that if I ever ran across him again, I'd bust his kneecaps out. And I've not run into him yet. It's been years. So, but I would love, maybe I won't bust his kneecaps out, but I would love to just lick my hand and slap the fucking fire out of him.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Work. Mine is a little bit more universal. There's a group of people who do this, but like people who, when there's like open space and they immediately sit next to you.
Just like people who go into the very next stall, but all the other ones are open.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you my Black Thought story?
I think so,
How I
but
had to piss
refresh my
next to
memory.
Black Thought. How I had to urinate next to Black Thought.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it was so uncomfortable.
But refresh the community.
Okay, so it was the Black Panther premiere, and so like everybody was there, all the stars were there, and a whole bunch of people. So like after the movie, before the Q&A, everybody went to the bathroom, and this was at the theater on 34th Street, the one that has all the bed bugs. So, well, they all do now. So, I remember making that comment because Dennis was next to me. Dennis is not his name now, but Felonious Monk was next to me, and Crystal was on this side. And so we were like both making this like, oh, that bed bug's here. We're like itching. Okay, let us get up. So then Black Thought, like he was further down the way, but like, word traveled or whatever, niggas is talking, whatever. So yeah, whatever. We all just get up. We just randomly go to the bathroom. So, in movie theater bathrooms, it's long, like set of urinals. And because this particular bathroom, they don't have the dividers in between. They're just a little jutted out. Like they're like mid wall to floor urinals, the big ones, right? I don't know who's pissing because men don't have aim. So anyway, I had to piss really bad because DeRay kept talking to me. I was like, okay, I have to go. So I'm like, okay, I'm going, and there's no space left. No space left. All the thingies or whatever are filled, the stalls, everything is there, and there's this one pristine, it was like glowing, Jade. It was like this glowing urinal.
I just had like a whole scene play out in my head where you have to go pee real bad. And finally you're like, I love police reform, but I've got to urinate.
Yeah.
We love you, DeRay. It's funny.
It was just, I'll never forget that because I was like, yeah. And like talking to him, he's really engaging and stuff like that. He really wants and he's really invested in you when he's talking to you. So you don't want to be rude. But I was like, oh, nigga, I have to pee. So then Felonious Monk is like, nigga, why you dancing? Come on. So
that's my
get
guy.
there. It's this golden urinal, like, I'm like, okay, whatever. And I'm rushing because I'm look to the left, to look to the right. If there's nobody there, I'm like, fine, I just rush. And then as I'm peeing, I realize who's next to me, and it's this nigga with this big ass witch hat on that's white. And this beard that's like taking up this whole thing. And I'm like, don't look to the left, don't look to the left, don't look to the left, don't look to the left. This is not the club, this is not the club. Don't look to the left, don't look to the left. Oh, bitch, it's Black Thought. Oh, God, please don't look, please don't look, please don't look. But you should look. But please don't look, please don't look.
Oh, my God.
But yeah, and it's like he's my favorite rapper. So I was like, oh my gosh, like talent. I've been, since if you're worried, I'm still worried about where you are, where you've been, or who, or
okay,
saw,
we used to live in the same building on the same floor.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you've.
Okay,
listen,
until I went on tour overseas on tour.
Yeah, I too liked your show at yeah. At the Chazé Le Maman, you know what I mean? Like
I too was taking classes abroad.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Like I just, but you can't declare your love for a rapper while you're pissing next to him,
Especially when he's, waist tight for you.
That's also a thing. Mm-hmm. He is,
You're big. You're
that
a
was
big.
also a thing. Yeah.
He's a small nigga.
Yeah, he's relatively short compared to me. I realized how tall Chadwick was. He was quite
You met
tall.
Chadwick?
Him.
Shit, I didn't know
And
that.
Lupita.
You met Lupita? You saw that glorious.
Because they were all. It was literally like. And normally I don't talk to famous people. Like same thing with like Jada thing. I wouldn't talk, but it was like I was with famous niggas. Felonious Smoke know everybody. So I'm like, okay, well, so here you go.
I'm the same way, and except for that time that I screamed that stupid ass Shaka Shabli to Cedric the Entertainer, but this weekend at the thing, you remember Issa came to our show. And when she came backstage,
that's how I knew we were gonna make it.
What the fuck? And so, but then that was a long time ago. And I've been in other spaces, and she's been like, it's usually her events, so she's doing stuff.
She's around.
I'm not getting ready to be running up on her, even if we be backstage or be back wherever. I'm not running up on nobody. So. Not celebrities, I don't know. I'm just not like that. If you my friend, that's different. But if I'm affiliated with you, I'm not running up on you. I will speak, but I'm not running up. She's walking down the hallway backstage this weekend, and and I saw her a couple times, but she stops and she grabs my hand and said, "It's good to see you," and I was like, I looked at her and we hugged, and then I stepped back. When I tell you it was the most awkward black girl moment, but it was so funny. I stepped back because when she said it, I was like, huh? And she was like, huh? And I was like, huh? It was so dumb. It's so good. And when she walked, I said, that bitch stopped and said, it was good to see you.
Yeah.
Well, all right, nigga. All motherfucking right. Mm-hmm. And that was that.
Exactly. Well, with that being said, who else do you want to slap?
Oh my God. To slap? Okay. And if you, not all of you, but some of you, most of you. High-end retail workers.
You like this? This is nice.
It's pretty. I like the color.
Excuse me, miss. Can we try this on?
Well, I don't think you'd be interested in that one.
Why?
Well, because that dress is $800.
You know what? Could you just take it off the mannequin? We'd like to try it on.
The ones who think they are Burberry.
Let me tell you something, okay? Not all of them, but some of them. because we go to a particular high-end store this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a nigga at the door. And you know they all have to dress because of their jobs, right? They get monogram blazers and all kinds of shit, right? A hefty discount because they have to wear the apparel, which is a scam because you usually have to buy that shit yourself, which they'll just be like 75% off $2,000. Okay, so
yeah, that's what they do on Lens Crafters.
Exactly. And everywhere.
Like,
so
50% off. I'm like, yeah, after $12,000.
Neiman Marcus be like, you must wear clothes from Neiman Marcus. Are you gonna give me some? No, 65% off. so it's nigga at the door, you know, because it's not security though. It's not security at the door. It's a doorman. It's different. With a fur on. And some pants where I see his ankles and some loafers.
Not a furrer.
And some pants where I see his ankles. But it was the attitude. Your last name, please. I must, because they have to enter you in the system before you go in and shit. Okay, how many in your party? Okay. But just like very much like, and then flip the hair at us. And I said, not all this attitude with this my hairstyle. Like it was giving very Pepsi commercial.
Mama was giving Vidal Sassoon.
Oh yes, honey. It was giving Afro Sheen or Microscience. It was giving. It was ramen noodle realness. And I said, you cannot be sitting up here with all this goddamn attitude and this terrible ass hair. And to make matters worse, I think it was a wig. So it's so bad and it's a wig. Slap. How dare you? All this attitude. And I remember this bitch when I used to wear Donna Karen's Cashmere Mist deodorant way back in the day. I would only be able to go buy it. I think it was how long?
The fact that I just automatically remember that smell.
Used to love it back in my artificial deodorant days. So I used to have to go buy it from Neiman's. And I would go in and I knew exactly what I was going in for. And I also knew that they worked off full commission. And it was a snooty ass white woman who wouldn't help me. And when she finally realized I was actually there to buy something, in addition to a few other things, she decided she wanted to be nice. And I was like, fuck you, bitch. I'm going over here to go give this lady my commission because I'm not giving you shit. And so when I went to the register, they're like, who helped you? It wasn't that bitch. I'll tell you that right now. And so it's always the bitch in high-end retail. It's always at least one of them who needs a good, hefty chin check.
That's fair. That's fair.
Who else you think should be slapped?
Oh, I have a list of people. I personally cannot slap them, but you know, a proverbial slap, you know, or I could have, you know, my sister, you can do that, you know. But Pat Houston,
I will lick both hands and bop that bitch for all of us. Oh, evil heifer.
Because when, you know, we're watching the you know, family game night, and there's got to be real clips in there, and it's just like, it made me sad because I'm like, you know, Bobby Christina's not here anymore. Like, there's one thing for Nippy and I to be here, but Bobby Christina isn't either. Like, damn. Then I thought about that damn show, and my blood pressure rose, and I was like, you squandered, sold them people.
Well, that's why her hair's falling out. Sitting up there with 4 locks in her head.
Pat Houston, yeah.
Yeah, Pat Houston should get this shit slapped out of her, actually. Wow, who else? So many people.
Clarence Thomas.
Where the fuck is he at?
I thought he was about to. Well,
Me too, but where is he? Did he ever resurface?
Listen, here's my theory. You know, they're good for ever since they put out that Melania body double.
Let me tell Michael Jackson.
Nobody that seemed to have gone away, but we need to bring that the fuck back. She had all of Aquarius standing in front for her.
Wait. Before, hold that thought. But I have to tell you this. It could be problematic, but it's not because it comes from the mouth of a 5-year-old.
Okay. Then it's just pure truth.
Yeah. My niece said multiple times at this point, so she wants us to know that she's firm in how she feels. So, you know, for the most part, kids don't like Thriller. Hell,
yeah,
for the most part, Thriller. Adults don't like Thriller.
Yeah.
It's creepy.
It's some creepy shit, the yellow eyes. Ew.
So Michael Jackson song is on. And she said it before, but she says it again. She goes, I'm glad Michael Jackson is dead.
Oh gosh. Well.
But she says
I can't say I would agree. But
she says it like 3 times at this point. We're like, oh, you mean that? You mean that, girl? You mean that?
Listen, if a nigga's scaring me, I'm glad he dead too. Shit. Listen, mama is self-aware.
Oh my God. It was.
She knows who not to fuck with and who not to allow in her cipher. I stand a queen.
And then I told you when Maja said Melissa Beck's daughter. They had a sit down with their children and showed them Michael Jackson before, and Michael Jackson at the time. And Maja gonna go, why he look like Momo? You remember Momo, that thing that was going around on YouTube?
On YouTube, yeah. So it ended up looking like Shelley Long.
Yes. But back to what we were saying. Not Shelley Long. Clarence Thomas's wife.
Oh yeah, she can get a slap.
Yeah, she can get a push right off of a cliff. Honestly.
This is for. How do I put this? You know how, like, when niggas get put on or they do something and they're kind of like, because I'm trying to say this in a way that doesn't out a person. Because I saw this, it was some hater ass behavior, and that's what it is. I hate people who don't stand up in their hater ass behavior, right?
Okay.
Like, be a hater, and that's okay.
Yeah, like be player
okay
hater
to
of
be
the
a
year.
hater.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't thinly veil and mask it in support. I'll tell you on the post show on Patreon.
Okay. Or you can tell me now. We can make Abe take it out.
Okay, fine. So, like, tweeted about, like, it was during the Supreme Court thingy-majigger. And he was talking about, like, Cory Booker. He was like, oh, Cory was good until he started being himself. And it was kind of like, nigga, you do a lot of political posturing for somebody who hosts, like, you know, like Love and Hip Hop reunion.
First of all, that's a sassy ass nigga, and no, I'm not being phobic. Like, that nigga is sassy. He's sassy. He likes a clap back. And you know I'm doing this because that's what he looks like. The little things that sit on your dashboard.
I have a story about that person on Patreon. I really need to write a book with my interaction with celebrities because that was a wild one.
Oh yeah, memoirs.
Yeah, that was a wild one.
That's the project we need to do together. Celebrity memoirs with Jaden. No, because we gonna end up like Corinne Steph and Superhead.
No, we need to come out with Jada NXT's The Modern Guide to Adulthood, or a guide to a modern adulthood. Because, you know, and that's how you navigate through these niggas that we happen to meet. And then I could tell the story about how I met Beep. Oh, Abe, you could leave the story in, but just bleep out the name. Yeah, that's what I'll do. But anyway, people just be a hater for real. Haters make the world go round. People are like, stop being a hater. No, nigga, being a hater is what America was founded upon. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. It was like the ultimate hate.
It was a big ass fuck
what?
you to the
this
British.
This shit is too nice. It's mine now.
Yeah, it was a big fuck you to the British, big fuck you to the Native Americans.
What?
You know what I mean?
Everybody.
Hater.
Everybody. Niggas, while they went over to Africa, tasted rice and said, this shit is too good. Yacha, come on over here with us so you can grow it for us. Like, the ultimate hating, what do you mean? That's why I be so irritated when white people be the first people to call out violence is not the answer. Bitch, you are violence. What do you mean? You are violence.
Matt Barnes said, violence is never the answer, but sometimes it is.
And I agree with Matt Barnes on that note and nothing else.
And that's not indicative of how I feel about anything that transpired this past week, but I'm just saying, that's what he said, you know? I don't have an opinion, honestly, but what I will say is that niggas are violent in general. People, and by niggas I mean people are violent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, or have the propensity to be violent. They can be. But with that being said,
that's how a lot of stuff has happened.
Yeah, let's take a break and ponder and come back, talk about more niggas we think should be slapped.
Yeah.
Hit it, Claude.
Hit it, Claude.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
In this clip, Paul's going to show you the ear slap. While it sounds silly to hear the word slap, something most people associate as a feminine response to an insult, the slap is actually a devastating blow. Even more important is that you won't break the small bones in your hand when you connect.
And we're black talking about shit that should get slapped. And let me tell you something. Whoever decided that we should be imperial and not metric, because that shit is dumb. Why can't we just be like the rest of the fucking world and use grams and meters and kilometers?
Oh, because what happened was the Europeans came over here and said, we want to be so different. The ones who wanted to like Brexit originally. And so when they came over here and they stole niggas and they, you know, made Chinese people build railroads and all kinds of stuff. They then said, well, we're going to disassociate from everything that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's just going to be chaos, negativity, and nothing's going to make sense. If they do it over there, we ain't doing it over here no more because I hate them.
Fuck the other side. I'ma spaz on you niggas, I say fuck the other side. Keep playing with a check, get money till I die.
Right, because I watch a lot of international TV and I gotta like convert like on the fly.
Yeah.
Like, oh damn, they'd be like, oh, it's 29 degrees. Like,
I was talking to Whitney the other day and she was like, I said, how far is your job from your house? Because she finally got a car and her I don't even know what you call that, Netherlandian driver's license. I don't even know, like. She has to drive to Amsterdam from Rotterdam. So she got her license, she got her car. And so I said, how far is your house from your job? And she's like, blah, blah, blah kilometers. And I said, bitch, what does that even mean? Like, come on, talk to me in a way that makes sense.
I thought about Whitney the other day because we were watching you know, we watch a lot of competition sports and stuff just because we like competition. You know, betting on, I bet you this nigga will win you first, whatever. So we were watching this like runners marathon in Doha, and it had to be at night. And at first I was like, well, why the fuck is it like midnight? And then I'm like, oh, because it's the middle of the damn desert. Yep. And so then that's why I needed this whole immediate converter thing, because they're like, it's 29 degrees Celsius. They're like, oh, it's a little cooler. And I'm like, 29? I don't know. Nigga, why is that 84 degrees?
Ooh, at night in the dead of heat, in the dead of blackness. No.
Fuck that. Y'all better run an indoor track. Run around in circles 28 times.
And she told me how hot it gets too. She was explaining it to me. She was like, no, it is like, it's different.
It was a 32-kilometer marathon, Jay.
What the fuck does that mean?
Long.
Okay.
It was long.
Hold on.
It was a 2-hour video on YouTube, I'll tell you that.
Hold on, let me look this up. How much?
It's the Doha Marathon if you're ever interested.
How much is 32 kilometers in miles? Oh, no, not meters. I said miles. Okay, wait, no.
It's 19 miles.
Thank you.
Almost 20 miles.
God damn.
All you just had to write was 32 km to miles in Google. It'll do it for you.
So, I'm like, and then my fat ass, I got my daddy's hands. That's who I should slap for giving me these goddamn hands.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, I got your knuckles. I told him I was going off on him one day about his hands, and he is just giggling. I mean, just laughing his ass off behind the fact that I was bitter that I got his hands. But anyway, who else should be slapped?
So many people. People who try to convince you that Arby's is delicious. Like, I don't know why. Like, people are incessant about, like, well, you just need to eat their fried. Like, no.
Do you know I literally just found out that was Ving Rhames' voice?
Oh. I mean.
Okay. I had no clue. The commercial came on and my homegirl was like, that nigga's gonna be paid forever just off this commercial. And I was like, who is that? And they were like, Ving Rhames. How did you not know that? And I was like, how did you know that?
You know who just did a diss track for Arby's?
Wendy's.
No. Pusha T. Pusha T does, first of all, if you ever, the dun 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 dun, it's a Pusha T song. And now Arby's has like a deal, because he got an album coming out. So he just did the Arby's like mix for them. You know how they do.
Which is so they copied off of Wendy's.
Yeah.
Because Wendy's did that mixtape.
Which was kind of fire.
Wow. That was a time.
Or Hamburger Helper. It was a Hamburger Helper mixtape.
Hamburger Helper mixtape? I thought it was Wendy's. Maybe it's the Hamburger Helper. Maybe because I'm thinking about how, you know what, you're right. It was a Hamburger Helper mixtape. So now Arby's is making an album with Pusha T.
No, I don't know about the whole album. I just know the song is out.
What are they rapping about? Roast beef and Cheese Whiz?
They're rapping about beef.
I'm the reason the whole world love it. Now I gotta crush it. Filet your fishes. Then you should be disgusted. How dare you sell a square fish asking us to trust it? A half slice of cheese, Mickey D's on a budget.
Like, I get it. Like, it's very tongue-in-cheek. Another pun. But
You know who I don't think's ever been slapped? Puffy.
If it wasn't by Janice, then no, I don't think so.
I don't think he's ever been properly slapped.
Well, maybe. Maybe.
Oh my God, Abe, take it out, Abe. Take it out, Abe. Immediately. Oh my God.
You thought it.
I told Key, did you heard about Mace speaking up about all the
about things about the world and what's happening,
and how awful Puffy is, and how he even let Biggie's daughter into a Biggie fundraiser, and then everybody started speaking out. Freddie for making the band, and Babs and Willie.
I mean, I feel, let me not say this. In my head, he has before by Andre Harrell. Rest his soul.
Oh, perhaps.
But it might have, or what's the nigga who wrote The Tanning of America? Maybe. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
You know what? That makes sense. Andre Harrell might have slapped him.
Do you see it?
Yeah, I do. I definitely do see it. I definitely see it. Superhead said his dick is real mid.
Who? Puffy? There's nothing.
Nope, not a single thing.
And I'm not saying. When I imagine Puffy in that scenario, you getting it on, you just like he's trying to have you in a biblical sense. And anytime I think about that, I think about his Proactive commercial. Or he was like, it moisturizes your situation.
I told you I'm very irritated that this nigga was in a Proactive commercial.
Sean P. Diddy Combs has been using Proactive solution for years, since his New York dermatologist recommended it.
During the time when I had an album out, I was more in the public eye, so I definitely had to take care of this problem. I couldn't have pimples all on my face, you feel me? And so my dermatologist told me about
niggas can't use Proactive. That was also a thing, girl. If niggas use Proactive, we will shrivel up and die.
Like, you might as well wash your face with bleach and baking soda.
Right. Use whatever Ambi.
Ajax. Like, try this scrub. Then you're gonna moisturize with
Borax.
this kaboom. Like, it's not.
Girl, put some borax on your face.
Use it 2 ways. Got a yeast infection? Put it in your coochie. Use it 2 ways.
Oh my gosh. So I was listening to this white podcast. They're YouTubers that have a podcast. And so they were talking about, their episode was about snake oil, which is, things that, for people who don't know, it's snake oil is this proverbial thing of like, when niggas sell shit to people that's like totally fake or baloney or bogus, like that Miracle Spring Water or whatever. The first thing that they talked about was vaginal steaming. So whoever invented that shit, telling, like slap, because they were talking about how like people are like stewing in their their pissoirs and like getting like heat burns and shit. You know what I mean?
Listen, sometimes people do things for, spiritual reasons, and that's fine. But don't be out here letting a bitch on Instagram sell you tea for your coochie and tell you
you know who need to be slapped? Them people on Instagram who offer braces.
Wait, what? Wait.
There are people on the internet, Jade, I'm telling you, who are offering orthodontia.
Hold on.
Listen,
how do I Google
No,
this?
I'm telling you.
Internet braces.
Illegal. I would type illegal. Mm-hmm. It's like
What are they,
niggas
smart
named
braces?
Terrell.
No,
hold on. It's like niggas named Keisha and Terrell talking about, oh, come to my house.
No, what?
And do an install.
Wait. It's like going to a bitch's house and getting your hair braided, but for braces.
Mm-hmm.
What?
New state investigation opens into basement braces operation. Look at fake dentists who cause pain. Listen. In Atlanta, I'm about to read you the article.
Okay.
This is from ABC 17 News. So, Atlanta, Georgia, unlicensed, unauthorized, and now an underground operation for Atlantans searching for a discount dentistry fix. But local doctors are warning against the dangerous new trend. As the name implies, fashion braces offer color and trend, but no guarantee they'll actually help with teeth alignment.
So they're not even doing this. This not even like an abortion at home. Like it's like for fashion.
Yeah. At least with that, you get results. This is stupid.
Oh my God. Sometimes you die.
This too. Shit. So it says in one Atlanta posting, the Instagram header showed there is a $25 deposit required, and in other local listings, the workers call the procedure non-refundable. The cost is as low as $300 compared to the average $2 to $3K rate braces cost with dental insurance. There are reports of these fashion braces coming off while people are sleeping and patients actually choking or even aspirating on them. First of all, why would you want braces for fashion?
This is what I'm saying. Like I had braces and it was
Let me tell you
irritating.
something. I had braces and headgear. That was the worst time of my life.
You said first you get them and then like the first couple of days it starts rubbing the inside of the top of your lip.
I lost 20 pounds in 2 weeks, Jade, because I could not open my mouth.
How about my mother set us to get our braces the day before Thanksgiving, just because we was out of school.
Wow.
I was like, you just really didn't think this through, girl, did you?
Wow.
She's like, I'll blend y'all some smoothies.
No.
Miserable.
Listen, if I'm not having a Thanksgiving, ain't nobody having a Thanksgiving.
I know.
I'm sticking my finger in everything.
Yeah, I should have flipped the table. I should have gone Teresa. What's that lady's name? Teresa Giudice. Whatever. I should have.
Giudice. Yeah. Flip the table. Like, no, I am picking my nose and putting a booger in every dish because you decided that I should get braces before fucking Thanksgiving. You knew I could have did that on Monday.
Right. We probably still off school. Or girl, just let me miss a day.
Yeah. Or Friday. It was open.
No, because then she would have fooled my leftovers. I would have just preferred.
Yeah, just delay it a week.
Another time.
Yeah. Oh my God. Braces. Well, my orthodontist was great. I would never just slap him. But my first dentist deserved to be slapped. He gave me like an adult procedure, but I was like a kid. Like he yanked teeth out. Like I remember being lifted out of my seat.
Oh no.
Yeah. He's probably dead now and good riddance.
Oh my God.
It was horrible. He was mean.
Have you been seeing those videos? Or maybe they're TikToks, I'm not sure, where the people are standing over the casket of somebody talking to them.
My favorite one, because the POV was like when your stud homie dies, and they were like, "Hey, yo, bro, they got you in a skirt."
Oh my God, I didn't see that one.
Yeah.
Why? Because I seen another one where the girl was like,
"Hey, bro,
it was
I
like
got
your
you in a
best
skirt."
friend, and she's like, "Hey, bitch, why you leave me, bitch?" She was like, "But all the niggas came out. You pulled out all the niggas." Wait, but not they got you in a skirt.
Yeah, I got you in a skirt, bro.
Oh my
and then
God.
and then they pulled out a pair of Jordans. Was like, I got you. Yo, bro, they got you in a skirt. Like, she kept saying it. It was so funny.
Oh my God. Those videos are incredible. Okay. Oh God.
Yeah.
Gen Z is so dark and it's so amazing and hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because nothing tops that damn TikTok of what that white boy was playing God talking to the angels about
meteor,
about COVID.
Oh.
He's like, nobody's paying attention to me anymore. Nobody goes to church. And the angels are like, why don't you do that? Why don't you do that thing where you part the ocean? It's like, I already did that.
So sad.
They're like, what about that thing with the locusts? He's like, no, it's old now. They were like, I know, good old pandemic. He's like, oh yeah, that'll get him going. They're like, everybody wants God when your friends are dying. And I was like, ooh, God.
Yeah.
Ooh, God.
Yeah, good time.
Just laugh. It's funny. You know, somebody over there is nervous. Like, I don't know if I should just laugh. It's funny. It's okay.
Just laugh. It's fine.
It's a little white boy who did it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh my god.
We don't even have the same Jesus.
Yeah, no. Two completely different ones.
No, so you good.
Two completely different ones.
You good.
Oh my goodness. It could be a short episode today.
Yeah, Mama's tired this week, honey.
Yeah. We'll go on to Patreon where there's mess and mayhem and negativity and all sorts of stuff. You know,
Love After Lockup was an interesting time this week, so go get the recap.
Oh, honey, that I can tell you right now, that is one for the book. So go sign up and watch it. So
Absolutely.
It's a good time.
Yes. We'll see you all next week.
Yep. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Yes, we're moving on.